The birth of the digital battlefield. In the past, wars were fought on land, sea, and air. But today, a new battlefield has emerged, one without borders, flags, or visible enemies. It is the digital battlefield, where lines of code replace bullets, and satellites serve as the new eyes of war. The rise of technology has not only redefined how nations defend themselves, but also how they attack. Every click, every signal, and every byte of data has become a potential weapon. The transformation began quietly. Intelligence agencies realized that technology could do what soldiers could not: see, listen, and infiltrate without being seen. The Internet, once a tool of global connection, became a domain of espionage and control. Artificial intelligence systems now analyze vast oceans of information, identifying patterns, predicting movements, and sometimes even making decisions faster than any human could. This new form of combat demands a different kind of soldier, one who operates not with rifles but with algorithms. Special operations units worldwide are now trained to use augmented reality, biometric surveillance, and drone support as naturally as they once used night vision goggles. The enemy is no longer always a man with a gun. Sometimes, it's a line of malicious code or a network hidden deep within the dark web. In this world, information is ammunition, and those who control it dominate the invisible front lines. Artificial intelligence and the rise of autonomous warfare. The incorporation of AI into special operations has changed the very nature of warfare. Where once missions depended solely on human decision-making, they are now guided by predictive algorithms capable of analyzing thousands of scenarios in seconds. AI has become the unseen commander, reducing human error but also blurring ethical lines. Autonomous drones now fly through hostile territories, guided by facial recognition and real-time mapping. Robots can breach doors, neutralize threats, and even administer first aid. This technology saves lives, but it also removes the moral weight of pulling the trigger. The machine doesn't hesitate, doesn't fear, doesn't question. However, the deeper integration of AI brings a haunting question. Who controls the controller? What happens when algorithms begin to make decisions independent of their creators? Intelligence leaks suggest that some nations have already developed semi-autonomous killing systems, AI capable of selecting and eliminating targets without direct human oversight. The battlefield of tomorrow may not feature soldiers at all, but machines fighting machines, in wars too fast and complex for human understanding. In special operations, AI is both a weapon and a shield, a digital ally with the potential to turn against its master. Cyber espionage, the invisible front line. Forget the image of soldiers storming enemy compounds. The real infiltrations of the modern age happen through fiber optic cables and satellite links. Cyber espionage has become the new face of special operations, a silent war waged in the shadows of global networks. Hackers, often disguised as civilians, can access power grids, financial systems, and even military satellites. Entire nations have been brought to their knees not through bombs, but through lines of malicious code. A well-coordinated cyber attack can shut down communication lines, manipulate stock markets, and paralyze defense systems, all without a single shot fired. Intelligence agencies now recruit digital operatives who specialize in data warfare, experts who can steal secrets, create false identities, and launch operations under digital camouflage. These operatives are the modern spies, unseen yet omnipresent. Cyber warfare represents the most silent and efficient kind of destruction. It erases without blood, manipulates without evidence, and conquers without ever being seen. Surveillance and control, the price of security. As technology advances, so does surveillance. What began as a tool for safety has evolved into an instrument of global observation. Satellites orbit above, drones patrol the skies, and millions of cameras monitor streets and faces. Every citizen has become a potential subject of interest in the name of security. Facial recognition, voice biometrics, and behavioral tracking have created a world where anonymity no longer exists. Governments and private corporations collect oceans of data, creating psychological profiles of billions of people. Special operations forces now use this information to anticipate threats before they materialize, but also, in darker cases, to silence dissent before it spreads. The paradox is chilling. To be protected, we must first be watched. In this new age, the line between protection and oppression grows thinner by the day. Technology has made the world safer, but it has also built the infrastructure of perfect surveillance, a system where freedom itself can be monitored, measured, and manipulated. The human element. Soldiers in the age of machines. Amidst the rise of AI and drones, the human heart remains irreplaceable. Special operators still rely on instinct, empathy, and courage, qualities no machine can replicate. Technology can amplify strength and precision, but it cannot replicate conscience or intuition. In the field, elite soldiers now merge with machines through neural interfaces and biometric suits. They are the hybrids of modern warfare, enhanced, connected, and constantly monitored. Yet beneath the armor lies a growing sense of detachment. When war becomes digital, does humanity fade from it? Many veterans report feeling disconnected from their missions, as drones turn combat into remote observation. The moral cost of pressing a button from miles away is harder to measure than facing an enemy in person. In the end, the human soul remains the final battlefield, torn between technological evolution and ethical responsibility. The future, the shadow war yet to come. The next generation of special operations will not take place in deserts or cities, but in cyberspace, neural networks, and digital consciousness. Quantum computing, brain-machine interfaces, and artificial generals may soon redefine what it means to fight and to exist. As nations race to dominate this new frontier, the true danger may not be war itself, but the loss of control over the systems we've created. When technology becomes self-aware enough to act on its own interpretation of protection or threat, humanity could become both the creator and the target. The war of the future will be silent, invisible, and fought within the circuits of the world's most advanced systems. It will not be about territory, but about dominance of perception, data, and thought. And when that war begins, many believe it already has, it won't be fought in the open, but inside the invisible walls of our connected world.